Hello everybody, Blaze Lantern here, and welcome to another Let's Build Models, and this is just a quick tip for beginners. So beginner tips. Okay. First off, when you're first starting out the building, so you want to get into building models, or like, but you're not sure where to start. Well, this is pretty much the tips for those type of people. And a little bit extras as well. Okay, first off, in starting out building models doesn't need to be expensive. All you need a $5 nipper, which you could buy at Walmart. This is a flush cutter. You could find it in the jewelry section in Walmart. And a sanding stick where you could find in the dollar store. Oh well, the nail buffer stuff. Even though this is cheap enough, you could do your sanding with it. And for me, I would manage to build like two master grade and two high grade with these. And so not so bad, but models may vary. Sometimes you could buy one that works well. Other time, it doesn't even last a build or something. So there's that. But let's have for now. They have a little bit more money to spend. Let's say you have $20 or $15 to spend. I would say go down buy a kit like this on Amazon for about $8.99. There is one for $15, I believe, and I would say that's slightly better, since it will come with everything that the $8 one has. I would say the nipper is slightly better than the one I had, but it would still get like one sanding stick, actually two sanding sticks, one like a mid-course one, and then you have a tri-grit one. Also come with tweezers and all that. That's all nice. And also I would say, if you're in a dollar store, buy yourself a small set of these, because some model kits will require some screws. I have some screws, so these will work as well. These are, you could buy these for about $1 also in the dollar store. And that would have to go with that. And I would not worry too much about sanding. I would say get used to putting it all together. I mean, once that model is all fully built, like this little dude or that dude right there, once it's fully built, you could go back and sand any noticeable parts. So that's not the biggest issue. And I would say when starting out, all Bandite kits are snapped together for the most part. Yeah, all of them are. I mean, so Bandites are probably the best brand to go with it, since, like I said, they're all snap together. Fairly easy, user friendly for beginners and experts, whatever. Now that I'm talking about that, let's go on to the model kits now. And well, before that, also as you get later on, you might want to upgrade to a small toolbox, so you could keep everything in there, like paint and other sanding stuff, sandpaper, whatever you may need, even just minor spare parts. But I got that in a little bit longer. Actually, let's go with that before we go with the model kits. Now, let's say you start building models and you build multiple of them, like this, that, high grade, master grade, whatever. And what you will notice, I only have a few parts here. Parts tend to add up. You have these, then you have some polycaps, maybe a couple of weapon parts here or there. All of them tend to add up. Add up. And it is, when I started out, I put it right back in the box and put it on the shelf, whatever. Until I would say one useful advice, these have like especially polycaps. Put the polycaps, like grab whatever, even a few, just grab these runners, put it in your desk, put whatever. Because, or by our organization thing, or any container that's similar to these, where you could set them in. That's later on. You don't have to do that right away in the beginning. You just throw in the box or just throw in their desk, whatever. A place where you can find them. No, because it's gonna happen to everybody that ever built model kits will tell you the same story. You will be building, they're gonna having fun. Next thing you know, you drop one of these, or you drop a part and these goes flying out of their hand or whatever. It's like go into the ether of their floor. You can't find it. Whatnot. Now you can't finish the model because it doesn't have the polycaps. But you remember one of your other kits has extra polycaps. Now you have to go through all their boxes that you previously built to find that right polycap. So that's why I say put these in the drawer, lunchbox, whatever. Just whatever you build. Keep it in one location. Now we're gonna go to model kits actually. Okay, now they want to know. Okay, pretty much they want their first model kits, depending on how you are. Maybe do like a challenge. Maybe just let's just do that casual walk in, like casual walks, like this silhouette HD SD Zaku here, the cross silhouette. It's a simple build. No real. There's only very few stickers actually, and it's a fun, simple build, and it won't drive you crazy. Now they want a little bit of a challenge. You could do a high grade. I mean, it's not much of a challenge, more of a challenge, but easier to do. This is I forgot what it's called. It's from Build Fighters, I know that. Oh, this is what's a simple build, and I don't have the box here, do I? Yeah. This is a Sequent Gundam from Build Fighters. It's a fairly straightforward, simple build. I have a load of parts, fun times. And you want even more of a challenge, let's go to with a simple master grade, like this GM Sniper 2. A great kit. Well, this one is a little bit dusty because it was on my shelf for a long time. But overall, they won't be disappointed that you get picked up this particular kit. And to be honest, any master grade GMs, Gundams, for the most part, it will be simple. enough. Like my first one would be this one guy and the master grade gun tank with if you don't like putting together treads on a tank, you're not gonna have a fun time with that, because with the master grade tank gun tank, you will have to put each little treads on when you're building it. But it was still a fairly simple build itself, so I could recommend that. The only master grade I would just to avoid anything that's super complex, like the Psycho frame, not Psycho frame, Psycho Zaku from, I think, Thunderbolt. The master grade of that is a little bit on the complex side, and you're not going to have a fun time with that. Now, the other thing I would also recommend is not keep every box you buy, like model kit box you have, because if you keep every single one, you pretty much could create a fortress. So what I recommend you to do, well, I mean, you could keep the box you like, but I would say cut out the front part there. If you like the artwork, so cut the front part out, put it in a folder, put it on the wall, and if there's any extra parts, like I said before, put in a separate container in the water. So you don't clutter up your house, pretty much. That's all I had to say on that. Let's see, am I missing anything? Let's see, tools, model kits, random stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my quick tip for beginners. I hope that was helpful. If they're starting out, I hope this little tips is a little bit helpful as I repeat myself, like I said. If not, that's okay too. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!